We're talking today with Dr. Danny Lamm, who has just taken over the presidency of the Executive Council of Australian Jewry. He has in front of him a 3-year program. Danny, can you tell me if there's going to be any immediate changes to the way that the ECAJ operates, apart from the fact that it's going to Melbourne?
Look, the ECAJ is going to continue its operation, and what has developed so far will just continue. But you know, each president and each leader always adds his own particular expertise and experience to the operations of an organisation that he takes over. Look, I'm going to have a learning period to commence with, but after that, one of my important aims is to engage with the whole Jewish community through the organisations that represent them. So that I will be making regional visits to Perth, Adelaide, Gold Coast, Brisbane, Sydney, and taking with me the Executive Director, Peter Wertheim, so that we can fully appreciate the nuances of what takes place in each community, to learn from their experience and perhaps to make a value-added contribution from the ECAJ to each of those communities, to be a information gatherer and centre for the Jewish community, so that the particular experience of one community can be transferred to the benefit of another, where each might learn from the successes of the other. At the same time, we can learn from those things that don't work. There is much to do in Australia. We have a burgeoning assimilation rate. We have a situation of people, their loss of identity is a serious concern. We have to try and strengthen the community to the extent that we can. The ECAJ has a professional officer, an executive director in the form of Peter Wertheim, we will just develop that office further. Our intentions are to have an office, even a small one, in Melbourne, and we hope to have such an appointment in Canberra as well, so that in fact we're going to be a bigger organisation.
Danny, yesterday Dr. Suzanne Rutland made mention of BDS and said that she felt that most of Australian Jewry would have no idea what BDS meant. Would you agree with that statement? And if so, what would you do to address it?
Well, the reason that most of Australia wouldn't know about it, Jewish communities, because most of Australia doesn't know about it, because the BDS movement hasn't gained a serious foothold in Australia, and I don't think we want to see it happening. So I'm not sure that we're going to contribute towards that knowledge. I think rather our focus has to be on a project that we initiated in Victoria in 2001-2002, which is a Buy Israel program. It's buying and supporting Israel. Where those things happen, where there are attacks on Israel, we will act in each and every case.
And we also spoke yesterday about the claims conference, and the ECAJ had its president sitting actually on the board of the claims conference, and now he is no longer involved with ECAJ. How will ECAJ attack the problem of the claims conference now that it doesn't have someone on the inside?
If you're referring to the outgoing president, Robert Goot,
yes.
I'm not sure that Robert Goot won't continue being involved with the claims conference. My approach is an inclusivity type of approach, where I'm not anxious to take away the roles that people have successfully carried out on behalf of the organisation. I think there's room for more. I will hope to attend the claims conference and trying to get an appreciation of what's going on. Of course, I've read all the material. We deplore the fact that a fraud took place. We understand that it was a sophisticated inside operation of staff there. It's too early to say to what extent the governance should have been or could have been altered. We passed a resolution referring to the fact that we are concerned, and we will watch that space. So in terms of a change for the ECAJ, the ECAJ will not change. It'll just try to develop its understanding better.
Dr. Danny Lamm, Jewry wishes you every success in your 3-year period as President of the Executive Council of Australian Jewry, and good luck.
Thank you, Jewry.
Thank you, Danny.